This reminds me of how we even how we approach the N-word. We got some that are the school of thought that, well, people are going to say it, just ignore it, don't give it power, and over time it'll just not be utilized anymore because it no longer has the effect. And then you have the other camps that say, well, no, we need to know the history of it, where it came from, and educate people on why it is bad, so that way going forward they don't do it anymore. It sounds like we're having those same types of conversations about how we want to address a problem. So there's merit to the way that you want to approach it, in terms of trying to not give power to the system, trying to look beyond it, pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps and working. There's merit to that, but there's also merit to knowing the intricacies of the system, because now you have unique approaches and ideas to even, solve some of the problems or plug some of the holes. And it's not for everybody to plug those holes. It's not for everybody to take part in fixing the system. Some people are gifted problem solvers inside our community that have a heart for doing those types of things. Other people are gifted in forward thinking, to where they are good at just building on new ideas and pushing forward. There's room for all of that. We just need to find out how all of it fits together in a way that we're not crabs in a barrel. We're not beating each other over the head with our own ideas and not accepting other thoughts.
I think what Viz is saying is, hey, look, I've seen all of what racism has thrown at Black people. We figured out a way to overcome every dart and every challenge. We spend too much time focusing on all of the darts that were thrown at us, and not focusing on the solutions that we've been able to overcome. Well, and I think if we come together as Black people and have a mutual interest, we could dominate this country. Well, but that's the mutual interest, acknowledging it. Like that's
what we do. Though. Hold on, wait. We give the loudest voice to the people that are the most destructive. The people that fight for the most entitled things are the people with the victim mentality. So we tend to always listen to their screams and their cries for what is wrong, rather than the people that are already pushing and making things
like Dr. happen. Claude Anderson is a perfect example of somebody who's already seen the solution and has been trying to push it, saying that Black people need to have a mutual interest in order to move forward. But because we don't put our money together, our resources together, we will never have nothing. The money don't stay in our communities, but maybe over a week, over a night, and it's gone by Friday.
But that goes back to the character. Let me just say this. This goes back to the character of people, because what you're saying is what people with bad motives and bad character have proposed. With the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, they empowered a sweet talking Black man that has the most narcissistic traits, empowered him to put a project together that was going to help the entire community. But because they didn't know how to vet his character enough to know that he was a scam artist, he spent millions of dollars on himself and left other people, other investors, Black investors that wanted to learn how to grow wealth, made them go broke.
And the thing is that
was that a white or a Black person?
It was Black.
That was Black.
And the thing is that the problem, I get what Viz is saying.
Wasn't a white man. That wasn't the system.
Wow. I wasn't blaming the white man.
He wasn't blaming the white man. He was saying that when you look at people's solutions, sometimes somebody will say, I have the solution. And it sometimes tend to be the wrong person.
Don't let that go over your head, Viz. I'm gonna go back to Willie Lynch letter. Remember when I said we've never been healed? And when then you heard Sweeney say,
hold on, y'all. We gotta let Sweeney finish before y'all do it, because Sweeney was talking.
Go ahead, Kenny. I'll go right after you, bro.
Okay,
Kenny. When do we heal? We talk about the Jim Crow. We talk about the Willie Lynch. We talk about all of this stuff over and over and over. I've been hearing this conversation since I was 3 years old.
You don't get what's repaired.
At what point do we take the time out to heal?
You don't heal until the damage is repaired.
Come on, bro.
No.
You
so
don't.
you asked the question you want to answer. You have Nelson up here. If you line up 10 of your brothers and say, you know what, I think you've been through trauma. Here's a brother Nelson. Go do what you need to do to situate that. Sit down with that man. Start working your stuff out. How many of those brothers will go in that office and start unpacking their problems?
If one person does it, the next person will. That is a known fact.
Could you answer that?
If somebody, this is a known fact. If somebody sees someone else do a thing that now becomes a practice habit,
There'll be a ripple effect.
It'll be a ripple effect.
Okay, Nelson, could you answer what I just said?
The study of the monkeys in the cage that's being doused by water. They put 4 monkeys in the cage with some bananas. One of the monkeys will go for the bananas, and everybody will get doused with water. The next monkey do the same thing. This now becomes a repetitive thing. So now they slowly start taking out one monkey and put a new one in. Then the new monkey gets in the cage, try to take the banana, and they get doused again. And they continue this until all of the original monkeys are out and there's all new monkeys in. And now they don't even know why they're beating up the other monkeys that's coming in that's trying to get the banana, because it'll never get doused. As soon as a new monkey get in, they beat them up, because that's what they've been taught.
To black folks.
I'll make it apply and make it wrong.
Marcus,
So all right.
Could I have Nelson answer that question that I posed?
How many you said? How many
like
would
he
follow?
Said, if I told him to line up 10 brothers, him being included, and you go speak to them, and you're gonna be the first one to go see Nelson. I had trauma. I want to unpack it so I can be a better man, be more productive, stop talking and actually doing, and get all this trauma off my back so I could be a more productive man within society and unpack it. What would those other 9 men do?
It depends on the influence of the one that did go. So there is a certain element that is
Hold on, real quick, by numbers.
You said by numbers? Mm-hmm. Most likely only one or two people would probably do it, but it's a herd mentality type of thing. It's like the influence of the person that did go and do it could have a substantial impact on the others, depending on his personality, depending on his character. But it keeps going in different directions. We had a whole herd of people that decided that they needed to get some type of shot to keep them from getting sick, and we had a whole group of other people that said it was horrible, that it'll kill you. Like we naturally segregate and follow the next shiny thing. That's just kind of like a natural part of society at this point.
But Nelson, that wasn't fair, because there was a leverage put in.
No, man.
That thing
how is that not fair if it's a fact, bro?
There was a leverage put in. Like, a lot of people, if you didn't get that shot, if you didn't get that thing, you couldn't work.
There was a system in place that influenced. So there was definitely a system in place that influenced people's desire or feeling like they were required to go get that thing. That is true.
This is true, but also pay attention that at one point there were quite a few people that held out on getting it, and then the government ended up lifting that very thing, and they never even had to get the shot and kept their job.
Viz, it was not quick. It was a long process, and a lot of people suffered. And
I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
But what you're doing is you're ignoring the fact that there were a lot of people that did lose their jobs based on that. Yes,
I'm not ignoring that. That's not what I'm ignoring.
Yes, were there a lot of people that were able to escape taking the COVID shot and being able to go on and keep their job. Yeah, but that was probably in a situation where taking a COVID shot wasn't required for them to do so. For example, I didn't have to take it as a barber. I'm my own self-employed, so that was never a problem for me. However, there were a lot of people that lost their jobs around me, and a lot of clients that weren't able to come back to me because they refused to take the COVID shot. As a matter of fact, man, never mind. But I was gonna use Kyrie Irving as an example, but something seriously wrong with that dude. He didn't care.
It's still a good example.
To be clear, Viz, in your monkey example, what I'm saying is, in order for they don't reinstitute they set the standard right, and the monkeys succumb to it. Now we could be the same type of monkeys who come in and say this don't matter. We're gonna go back up here and get sprayed. What I'm saying is, instead of us just going up there and get sprayed, we notice what they doing. You be on lookout. You get the stuff out the top, and we'll get the stuff together before anybody gets sprayed down or beaten down. I'm not saying, hey, we can't get to it. I'm saying let's devise planning to get to it. So
all the animals black people could have used, y'all chose monkey. Y'all,
I didn't do this. He did.
Well, no, I only use it because that was an actual study. But
let me ask you a question.
That was real. I heard about that study.
Yeah.
Do you think the ADOS movement and what they're fighting for is a viable solution?
You said the who?
The ADOS movement and what they're fighting for is a viable solution.
The what? The ADOS?
ADOS movement.
What's that?
The American Descendants of Slavery. It's a political organization that is pushing for reparations. Do you think that is a viable solution?
No, I think that's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time and energy.
Then that will make you problematic, because now you're instead of you letting people get out in front and do their work to get us what we need.
I'm not stopping them from doing it. If that's where you want to invest your energy into, then by all means go ahead and do it. But me personally, I'm not going to do that.
Have you ever, well, obviously you don't know about them, but if you were to actually research them, they've done enough research regarding this. And as far as, especially when they're talking about the wealth gap and the reason for reparations, I think it might change your mind on whether it's a waste of time or not. However, I understand that you believe. I think
if we got reparations, and this is a known fact as well, if we got reparations, within 10, 15, 20 years, things will go right back to where it is.
How would that be a known fact?
You just talking off a feeling.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why it'd be a known fact. Viz, and I'm going to answer it with this question. Do you think black people in this country earn enough, gross enough yearly to make any oppression or any suppression of racism a laughing matter if we with the income we have now?
In this current, especially in this current society, absolutely not. But I feel that a huge reason of that is because black people in whole vote blindly democratically, and a lot of the Democrats that's in control of cities are stealing money from it. They're sending it to overseas. They're allowing they're giving it to the migrants that's coming in. There's a reason why we're in this situation now. And most black people, some years ago, as far as from what I've experienced, some years back, a lot of black people were doing good. We were well off. But then once all of the emotions got involved, everybody blindly voted Democrats across the board. And now we got this guy that's in office, and the economy crashed.
What are you talking about?
That's not by coincidence.
When did the economy crash, sir?
Come on, man. How much is milk? Gas went up to $6-7.
Inflation went up. So when did the economy crash? Are you talking 2008?
So if if everybody is struggling right now, is the economy not crashing?
Who's everybody struggling? You're not. You're going off of feelings. You're not giving stats.
I think he's being clear when he say the economy crashed, bro. Like there was.
He's not being clear though. And see, these are the discussions where we get off the rails. If you had your stuff in the money market now, you're doing it better than 18%, 20%. So the market has not crashed. So speak what you know. As for you saying the Democrats is the worst side, both steal. When under Trump,
I'm
you let a
not
whole
saying
bunch
that
of
don't,
blacks
I'm,
out,
I'm
but
not
never
saying
gave
that
them
both don't
direction.
steal.
What?
I'm not saying that both don't steal. What I'm
Okay, so
saying is that
you were so
what I'm
one-sided
saying
on
is that
Democrat. Your
what I'm
whole
saying is
argument was
that we
Democrat
as
was
a
bad.
whole
Was it
vote
not?
blindly because with something that we don't even look into and understand. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Vince, can I ask you a question? If we voted, if we didn't vote blindly, do you think that would improve us?
Yes.
So a system would work, is what you're telling me.
I never said. Come on, man. We can't even move on,
Marcus.
man.
If we didn't
can't
vote
even move
blindly,
on,
we'd
man.
have to
Come
vote
on.
independent. You understand? Because Democrat didn't work for us, Republican didn't work for us. They work for their own vested interest. That's why all those senators and those representatives are stinking rich.
Man, hey,
I'll say this though.
To get left. That's how the game goes.
What's that?
I said, get with the program or get left. That's how the game goes. That's
exactly what they say in the barbershop when they they don't have the knowledge on what's going on.
He's got a point. Viz got a point with that. So I'm not going to tell anybody to vote Democratic or Republican, right? But you know what I will say is the dumbest thing that we could do as a people is to tether ourselves to one particular party, because when you look at what's happening and where these people actually campaign, it's only in the 6 or 7 states that are swing states. The people who votes, they don't know they have. When Republicans see us, they ain't gonna vote for us.
So you don't think we should have
when Democrats see us, they're gonna vote for us anyway. So F them.
Vote for
now, if they don't know, what's that?
I want to hear Darwin. Go ahead, Darwin.
That contract Ice Cube tried to get everybody saying would it work?
Ice Cube was looking for his own vested interest.
It has the potential, but I don't think Ice Cube is the guy. Right? I mean, if he could rally enough people, he could rally a certain demographic of people. But
works for him and his business.
This is
true.
This is how the Democratic Party thinks of us. They talk to Cardi B and Glorilla.
Yeah.
That alone should say a lot about what it is that they think about us.
Okay,
but
so
still, we go and blindly vote Democrat because our mama and daddy told us to.
Okay, I'll go with your story. I'll go with your story since you believe everybody goes by that. So would you like Trump back in office? Just a question.
I would.
You would?
I would, absolutely.
So you can get free stimmy checks.
I'm not worried. I'm not thinking about
so that the rich can get richer.
If do you want to remain poor? I don't know if you're poor or whatever your status is. Do you want to remain poor, or do you want to? You know what I'm saying? That's the logic and concept.
Viz,
if I have a desire to become wealthy, so that I can provide for my family and generations to come, why would I not team with the side that's pushing that?
Tell me what they're pushing that would make you rich. Go real quick, just abridge it.
You just mentioned if I will vote for Trump and then you mentioned rich. That I'm just going off what
you mentioned rich. You said I don't know if you're rich or not. I'm listening to you. I want to know what you can define real quick about the Republican Party under Trump that would make you rich. Go.
I know that we wouldn't be in a state of inflation as to where we've sent over.
We're in a state of inflation from what he did.
Over $150 billion to a country in which Trump was openly saying that we're not going to continue to give money to. So that's one right
you know that Trump pushed us over $30 trillion in debt? He started unregulating things.
Biden just sent over an additional $96 billion overseas. And you're talking.
Viz, it's good that you can read, but I don't think you know the goings on. What happened from when
regardless
came out of office and
all
turned
of that,
it over
bro.
to Trump.
Regardless of all of that,
you can't do that. That's disingenuous.
I can't do that because this conversation won't go. It's not going to go anywhere. I feel how I feel. You feel how you feel.
No, I can back mine with stats.
That's fine, bro. You can drop whatever stats, and that's cool.
So stats don't mean nothing to you.
My mentality.
Hold on, Viz, my bad.
All that I'm saying is that we as Black people, we can come together and overcome the system.
Okay,
so that we can be profitable and understand that there will be people that is going to jump on board, and there's going to be people that won't.
You know what? It's a guy that
save everybody.
He brought that same rhetoric in the barbershop to me. He's like, well, he let out my cousins and my brothers. I said, okay, what programs were put in place by good old Trumpito that would keep them from reoffending? None. He knew exactly how to give you the chicken and watermelon while he was giving the big companies the tax breaks, putting us more in debt, undoing regulation that was during the Obama time to keep us from crashing. And now we're 34 trillion or somewhere up there.
We need a program to not reoffend. To not kill somebody again. We need a program.
Okay, so I'm glad you're asking questions, Don. Please take the knowledge. If you don't have skills to go out in the workforce and stay viable as someone out here, you're
more likely to
reoffend. Say you're more likely to reoffend and go back in.
So can you give me an example precisely to where I would come out of jail and I'm more likely to reoffend?
If you're labeled a felon, a lot of places are not employing you. I was lucky the phone company employed me because they were getting a certain incentive for every year I stayed out of trouble. They would get $75K. Okay,
so let me ask you.
That's an anomaly.
So let me ask you this. You're saying that my freedom, after I done got in trouble and got free, relies on a system to keep me from going back in.
Bruiser,
yes, everything is systematic in this country.
That's
how are you going to eat?
Know the data, and
I don't know about the other felon guys on here. I was a convicted felon. I had an F on my record. Did I allow for that to stop me?
What?
Absolutely not. And by the grace of God, by me staying out of jail, not getting into further trouble, just so happened the Illinois Supreme Court passed a law saying that my charge was unconstitutional.
What the?
So I ended up getting a second chance.
What?
This was just recently. Now, man, this is just recently. I still went 12, 15 years of being a felon and never going back to jail. So again, if I can do it, and I know plenty of guys that has went down the same route. If I can do it, then why can't the next man?
I don't see how you jumped over a positive thing to keep the percentages low, even though jails are not privatized, so they make big money off of
positive, bro.
Okay, you're not listening. You just want to respond.
If somebody is living the lifestyle and they make the decision,
so he's not trying to listen. He just wants to respond. I'm giving you facts. You giving me feelings.
I'm not giving you feelings, nigga.
Where can I find your stats?
I know men that's in the streets, bro, that do it.
What is
and
that?
The niggas that go back to jail have the mentality that they don't want to change it. They content with it. That's the lifestyle that they want.
Viz, so, I think the only thing that you're ignoring is that it sounds like you seem like you feel like you've pulled yourself up by your own bootstraps, and you're ignoring the help that you had along the way from the system. Like you just talked about how Illinois, helped you out and said something was unconstitutional.
That was after I gained the success that I have achieved.
How did you get there? How did you gain the success?
Yep, I want to hear.
The work. By putting in the work that
kind of
how you got to where from.
What kind of work?
Getting out to where? Yeah.
Wrap this out for us.
By reading books, by changing my mentality, by changing my circle.
There's a lot of
all
this is vague.
Hired you. Go.
I hired myself.
Wait, so you
started hire? Why you can't just go rate leave?
Wait, so you started.
Damn, do y'all hear yourself?
No. I'm asking. This is genuine. This is genuine. I'm simply asking.
On, man.
I'm asking,
on, bro. Let's get real.
Hold on, wait. Chill, bro.
That's unfair because I gave you a blueprint of where I started to how I got here. You didn't do the same, so it's fair for us to ask that question. I said I came out. I did messenger color proofer. I took tests for a phone company. I got in phone company, told them the truth. They said, look, we have an incentive. As long as you stay out of trouble, we get this. Quid pro quo. I stayed out of trouble.
Man. You know what my
I asked
people crossing the border.
How your path went.
Hold on, Bruce.
This was my incentive that they gave me. The incentive that the system gave me was that if we see you again, you're doing 15 years. Okay, that was more than enough for me.
So
how did you
fuck around and find out?
Hold on, wait. No.
You got illegal immigrants coming into this country and making their way like, man.
Bruiser, wait.
You wonder why I call you slow.
We understand how hard it is, man. The recidivism rate is 70%. So most people, that's in the United States. It's just one of them things. Most people go out. If you don't end up back in there, then you're in good company.
Has anybody else on the panel been in jail? Has anybody else on the panel been in jail?
We got victim mentality conversation.
Hold on, wait. Y'all wait. Because y'all ignoring something that Kenny said. He said put policies in place that help offenders not reoffend. They just said Trev just gave the number 70% reoffend. There's things that you can put in place that, like, you can take away things like certain felonies shouldn't count against you. That would be a thing that would help somebody not reoffend. You can do things. You can do things like convict release programs that put people back in the system, that put people back in back in employment when they get out.
Or like what Larry is doing in Illinois with Larry's Barber College. I mean,
like, these are real things that can actually real policies that can be done to change to lower that number where the recidivism rate could drop down damn near 30-40%. Just from a few changes. That's all Kenny is speaking to, is changing, is doing things that the system can change that can help. I get what you're saying, Viz, as far as individual efforts. There are a lot of people that make it off of individual effort. I'm not denying that. But when you look at an entire group of people and you look at an entire system and you're recognizing that system is a failure to its people, you have to do something about the system.
It's not. Hold on. Let me just say one thing. I'm not even joking. It's not because show me one case, and I've seen it, and I've actually followed the Innocence Project. Show me one case where a person was sentenced for years for a crime he ain't do, and he fucking reoffended. It doesn't happen. The reason why these motherfuckers getting out of jail and reoffending,
I don't kill they damn selves.
No, I'm talking about reoffending, doing the same crime. It doesn't happen. I'm saying these people that's reoffending, it's because they surrounded themselves around the same people in the same circumstances.
You know that the Innocence Project, most of those people, like, they don't help. There's a lot of people, probably majority of the people who are innocent are still in jail.
They can't get to every case. I get that. I'm not gonna argue with you on that one. But I'm saying that what system is better than a system that says, if your ass do the crime, you're gonna do the time.
What about a system that, you know, man, look, hey, I don't think,
point.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any of us is actually qualified to really have this conversation.
About what? Speak for yourself. So
I mean, I'm talking about, because we're talking about systematic issues and how we're supposed to solve it. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. The way that we're attacking this
is coming from me actually running the streets and being around niggas that run the streets still to this day. The guys that stay in that situation are willingly doing such. They are content.
And Viz, that's where I say BS.
Let me finish, bro. They are content with this lifestyle. I've experienced it hands on, and we see it every single day.
Okay, let me ask you
something. I'm not speaking from a place of not knowing.
Let me finish, bro. Let me just finish. Right now in our culture, if the reoffender is 70%, right now in our mainstream culture, it is cool. It's a badge to go to jail, bro.
Fuck out of here, man.
What? You gotta take into account that some people both of us are saying the same things. Some people learn from consequences. Some people learn from, if you do this again, you're gonna get locked up for life. And there's other people that learn from grace and mercy. So things being put in place that gave them a second chance. There's room for both. Neither side is wrong, neither side is right. What'd you say?
So are you saying that there's no program set for felons that's coming home?
Yeah, they do. They got them inside the prison. It's called therapeutic community.
Completely out of tune, then, bro.
It's called therapeutic community.
Bruiser.
And they got alcohol anonymous and narcotic anonymous.
Get the word out.
Narcotics
What
Anonymous.
are you talking about?
They have. So you ain't never heard of therapeutic community? Then you do 15 years.
It's simple.
Golly.
Yo, there's certain adult conversations. You need to go to the kiddie table with your little cup. And I know you're smart. I know it's in there.
That's why you ain't got no neck.
That's why I ain't got no neck. Nah, I got a neck, baby.
Hold on, pause, bro. Hold up.
I'm 50 and heterosexual. Oh, he disappeared again.
We talking about a situation that you have a culture that supports this when most people don't actually participate in the thing that we say that we support. Most people aren't criminals.
Who's the 70%, bro?
He gave you, see,
who's the 70%, bro?
Recidivism is meaning that once you come out, you're likely to reoffend and go back in.
Why?
And those are stats, not feelings. That's why I challenge what you said.
And the vast majority of those are because they are probably because they're on probation or something like that, and they get reoffended and they violate for some dumbass fucking reason.
For smoking weed and pissing hot.
Okay,
whose fault is that, man? Is that the system fault?
You are helping him make the argument.
Say, hey, when you come home, don't do X, Y, and Z, and you go and do X, Y, and Z. Who fault is that?
At the end of the day, if there are more programs out there to keep someone out of jail,
they'll still do it.
Productive member of society that actually works for our benefit economically, GDP wise. Hey, Darwin, remember that word? And it helps us as a country. You understand? When you tell me, you know a lot of guys on the street, I'm not doubting you. But then I would ask the question, Viz, is it a minority or majority? Do you know the numbers? Is it a minority, your vicinity, the guys you know, or is it on a whole? And I pose that question to you.
You saying is it on the whole or
you said because the way you phrase it, I know a lot of guys that run the streets. This that is it a minority or majority?
That's still running the streets?
Oh, you went on a whole diatribe saying that these guys
I'm
don't want to do anything.
I'm asking the question to clarify so I can give you the answer.
I'm going off of what your diatribe went about. I know a lot of guys that still run the streets, and that's what they like, and that's it. And all.
Diatribe.
Is it a minority or majority?
That's still running the streets. I'm asking a very simple question to clarify what you're saying.
Is out of the guys that you said that got out of prison, you said that you know that you know a lot of guys who are still running the streets because they want to go back or whatever reason. Are you saying that is the majority of the people who get out or the minority?
I'm saying that the guys that I know that went in jail and came out, the majority of them went back again. And the reason why they went back is because they didn't step away from the lifestyle that got them in there. It's that simple.
So you're okay. I got you, Viz.
So I got violated by the gang task force because I was walking down the street and I didn't do a thing. They was harassing me. So this don't necessarily correlate, bro.
Okay,
I'm not saying that's how everybody happened, but it.
So did they have those guys that went back to doing the same things? Did they have did they have relevant options in place where that they could have went and did A, B, and C rather than all of them?
Yes. Absolutely. There's no lack of resources. If you can't get a job, a lot of guys I know started landscaping businesses.
Everybody ain't doing landscaping.
Well, everybody not gonna make it too, Kenny.
Damn, you can't cut grass, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, I didn't know you could cut grass without a lawnmower.
Man, you better figure that shit
out. You can't get a lawnmower. Come on, swing it, man. Come on,
you know how much a lawnmower costs,
bro? You just
don't know how to go get no money. Then what are you? If you're a man and you don't know how to go get no money, then what are you?
Why? Okay, let me ask you a question. So let's say
what does that mean?
Hold on, wait, Kenny. Let's say, for instance, a felon went in for a bullshit drug charge. He had a little weed on him, got a felony for it, right? He's on probation for it. You telling me that a program that allows him to work as a felon, i.e., he can go out into the regular workforce and that felony doesn't hurt him, is worse than him going to go try to find and pick up a lawnmower?
Wait, what?
Let me rephrase the question. A person that got a bullshit drug charge because he had weed on him, got a felony. You're telling me that a program that does not hold that felony against him and puts him in a position where he can go out and get a job like any other normal person when he goes back out into the workforce is better than a situation where he has to go find a lawnmower and start a landscaping business?
I'm not sure what
it depends on what this. It depends on what this.
System, you get what I'm asking?
It depends on what this policy or this system that you saying it's going to be a better option than go and go find a lawnmower. Like
he's treated like a normal citizen when he gets out.
So you're saying felons should be treated like a normal citizen when they get out?
Yes, they paid what they owed. Yes, they paid what they owed. You got time for what you did. Once you're out, you paid what you owed.
So let me ask you,
be held against you.
Okay, I follow you. So let me ask you this: if you own a company, a sales company, and you selling things, and the person that just got out of prison, he's in jail for stealing the company's money, working in a sales position, are you gonna hire him?
There's certain jobs.
No, that's not.
No, man.
Don't disrespect my diatribe.
I don't hear you. What?
Don't disrespect my diatribe. Now listen. Answer the goddamn question.
So you want me to answer it the way you want me to answer it?
No, I'm asking you a simple question.
Yes or no question, bro. Would you hire somebody that has a felony for stealing money? Yes or no?
For stealing the company's money.
Okay, that wasn't your question, Viz, and you stated it wrong. Restate it, Darwin.
That was the question.
That is the question. No,
Okay.
you won't. My point. That's my point.
All right.
Bro.
So what does that? So what does that have to do with?
What does that have to do with a plethora of jobs?
So y'all can't even treat him like a normal citizen, but y'all want these that don't even look like you to treat. Man,
oh wait. So
you know what, Darwin, I can make you feel stupid.
Now let me
one of
say
the things.
this,
hold on, Viz. Since you want to piggyback with him, one of the things that I had to fight for my financial license is because I had a felony with a gun charge, and with a financial license, you can be denied by certain companies. But I got vouched for by a VP at Telecom, and I also had to write a whole report, bring everything to the legal department so that they can look over and decide whether or not I would be in a financial industry.
So Kenny, did they approve it?
It took 13 months.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
then. So what's the problem?
Okay, you know what the problem is? I'm able to answer straight questions. You go on soliloquy and avoid what we asked.
You didn't answer my question.
I just did.
He did just answer your question.
He did just
answer. He used his real life. He used his real life as an.
He just said that he had to do the additional work due to him being a felon and making the decision that he made to become a felon to now be approved to get a position in which he wanted.
So basically, he just agreed that there is, in fact, a system. You just have to, you as a felon have to do more work
to answer that part of your question.
For the job, right?
I was given a chance.
He was
rather than have preset programs put out there where you can at least put someone on probation. It's at their discretion once you carry that felony tag, unless it's expunged from your record. You walk around with a felony tag.
Okay, here's the better question.
Viz, hold on. Viz, you're so smart. You walked around, you said 12 to 15 years with a felony tag on you, and it got it expunged. And you talk about you read books.
No, I couldn't get it expunged until they passed the law, which was 12 to 15 years later.
Okay, here's what you do. Here's what you do. I don't believe you.
Look it up.
You posted.
Look it up. Aggravated UUW in Illinois.
Watch this.
You sitting in front of the computer, your phone, whatever it is.
No. Hold on, Viz. Hold on. You posted in King Talk, and I will review it. And if I'm wrong, I will give you an apology. But I don't believe you.
Look it up. Why do I have to post it?
No, you said there was a certain precedent. I want you to stand on your word.
I believe me. I know it's a fact. Look it up, bro.
Okay, which state?
Aggravated.
Which state?
Aggravated.
No. I don't want to hear that. I know you have a felony. That's all I need. Which state?
Illinois. Go ahead, look it up. The Illinois Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional. Look it up.
Okay, you can continue. I digress.
What was the felony?
It was an unlawful use of a weapon. I got caught with a pistol.
Hey, look, man. All I gotta say.
Wait. You said Illinois. You got caught with a pistol in Illinois?
That's what probably the worst thing to get caught outside of Cali.
Was it legal? Did you legally own it? Was you out of?
That's why I got charged. No.
Wait. So hold on. Wait.
Why would he get charged if he illegally owned this one?
Still can get charged.
That could happen. That can happen in Illinois with those rules they got over there.
He said that it was deemed unconstitutional. I'm trying to figure out what was the unconstitutional part of it.
So
don't get your business out like that, man.
No, this is to make anyone else that may be in that position to be aware of it. What it was, I had a pistol on my person. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitutional right is that you are able to have to protect yourself with a firearm. So by your constitu So what made my case unique was the fact that it was an aggravated charge by it being on my person.
Hold on, wait.
In Illinois, you have to have, in order to purchase a firearm, you have to have a FOID card. You have to get the permission from the state. Now, that doesn't validate you being able to carry it outside on the streets. You need a whole separate license for that.
Right.
Still carry license.
I didn't
permit,
yeah.
You didn't get get
what year were you talking about? Give me the year.
No, Kenny. No, they did do this. They did
in 2007.
And with the 720 IS stuff. So they did remove a whole lot of people felonies. That did happen. I went and got my record pulled after they removed and they took it off.
So come on, man.
You never got it expunged.
The excuses sound good only to the person that's giving them.
So you didn't get it expunged.
I did get it expunged.
They lawfully removed it. I'm reading.
You say they what?
Okay, that's the same thing you did with the GDP thing with that tight ass hat.
It's expunged.
You lack knowledge. It was just cleared. You did not go. You did not put forms in to get it expunged. It was cleared by law. Oh wait, I did go to John Jay of Criminal Justice. Boom, Bruiser, another school that you didn't go to. Go kick rocks.
Yeah, technically, you didn't.
Did not get it expunged. It got cleared by law.
There was a law that changed.
No paperwork in to get it expunged. Yes or no, Viz?
Yes, I did paperwork. How are you gonna tell me what I experienced?
I asked you, and I'm gonna ask again. Did you put in expunged paperwork in, or did you get it cleared by the law that was stated here?
I had to file a motion to get my record expunged and sealed.
Okay.
I had a lawyer.
What year did you do that?
2018, 19, something like that.
When has this man lied to y'all, bro? Like, y'all really can't believe it too?
Well, what I gotta lie about, man? Come on, man.
I guess what Kenny is asking.
That man have been for the
No. I guess what Kenny is asking is that he's basically trying to figure out did he get it expunged or did the law change and it just all you have to do is submit the paperwork.
Defaulted.
I had to submit. I just said I had to submit the paperwork to file a motion to get my records expunged and sealed. That's what the lawyer told me.
And he had a lawyer. See how that man doing? That man ain't making no excuses. That man went in.
Wait, hold on, wait. Did you still have the felony when you did this?
Oh.
Hold on, wait. There's a reason why I'm asking this. There's a reason why I'm asking this.
Now they go ask
No, there's a difference. I'm about to ask. Hey, look, I'm asking. Hold on, wait. There's a reason why I'm asking this, Viz. Because, like, say for instance, the law changed, right? And you no longer had a felony, but maybe it was still on record, and you was like, and I'm just asking for clarification, and you were like, hey, I don't even want that record to be available to the public because it was unconstitutional. Is that what you mean? Or were you still considered a felon and had to get that removed?
So I can only assume by this being a system in a nation of 50 million people or whatever it is, the only way that they would know that, okay, this guy has a felony that's unconstitutional and we should remove it is by me saying, hey, I'm not a felon because the Illinois Supreme Court said such and such. So the same way that y'all put the paperwork in to say that I'm a felon, you now have to do the paperwork to say, hey, this person is not.
No, they removed it without it when they did the sweeping legislation over those things, and it took them like 3 years to do the first round. They was moving step by step because they was doing it by like the last names.
Are y'all saying so? Are y'all saying that anybody who got a felony can get it expunged now because of that?
Regarding that specific law.
Specific felony.
For that specific law in Illinois.
Oh, and for that state, but not
right.
every
State. Right. It was the
But,
Illinois Supreme Court.
But have you pulled your federal record? It's probably still on there.
So there is something still showing that I had a case, but people can't see it. They just see that there was a charge there, but it's not open.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
All right, so okay.
All right. So we good now?
Kenny, good? I think he's looking it up.
How you doing? Busy for me, baby Zaddy $5 says, here's a better question. Who is responsible for plugging the holes?
You are.
AB says, ninjas worry about everything than going back to the motherland.
Ain't nobody trying to go back over there.
What?
I bet you.
Y'all want to go? Darren, you want to go back to Africa?
Hell no! What the hell I look like?
If I had reparations, I'll go.
Man.
Why would I go over there?
Yeah, like
I mean, I'll go over
there. I mean, not my bad. Hey, Viz, if they ask you to vote yes on reparations, are you voting no?
Don't do it, cause I'm gonna unfollow you as soon as you do.
If you say you gonna vote no, man, we remove you from the King Talk group.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm against reparations. I simply feel that it is it's a waste of energy for us to invest our time, effort, and whatever funds it is that we do have into that battle. I think that we can invest that into something that is much more, that would be much more profitable in the long run, because the issue isn't necessarily money for us, it's mentality, it's mindset.
That's absolutely false.
And also influence.
Absolutely false.
So hold on, Viz, are you gonna, if the check arrived in your mail for reparations, said, hey, look, you gonna cash that shit back?
I'm gonna cash it.
No. You gonna shit back?
I never said that.
Before you go for your reparations check, you best look in the back chat.
You say what?
Before you go for your reparations, you best look in the back chat. 2017, huh?
You say in the back chat?
That man want to debunk somebody so bad. Just go and look at it.
Man, you know what? Reading them is fundamental.
Hey, I don't know what none of that legal mumble jumble means.
No, it states it as soon as you scroll down, it tells you when. So why'd you wait till 2017, 18?
Bro,
your story doesn't correlate.
Dude, are you not even, come on, man.
Okay, Sweeney, did you look at it?
You sent me something about expungement.
Viz, Kenny the type of nigga that represent himself on a case. He can't win.
So Sweeney, so am I wrong? You waited till 2017?
That nigga said, you waited 2 hours to arrest me, nigga?
No,
Sweeney, it's not me saying it now.
Can y'all go and look and actually
wait, read it.
This says expungement. I'm talking about an exact charge. This says nothing about the exact charge, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
That covers everything regarding expungement.
Viz, you gotta understand, Kenny the type of nigga that if he get pulled over, the cops he can be like, "What? Hold on, why'd you pull? Hold on, how did you see me? Why was you parked over there? You should have been.
No.
This is entrapment.
This is entrapment. Hold on, wait, Kenny, you misunderstood.
What I misunderstood from the conversation.
I'm explaining. So I get what you're saying. That what you just shared is basically them saying that Illinois granted people the right to submit requests to have their records expunged.
Read. It gave particulars.
It's a caveat to it, Kenny. They had to include that in the charges that they would allow you to remove.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what Viz is saying that it wasn't until 2018, where your particular charge was a thing you can actually get expunged.
Exactly.
You heard the charge he said, right? Aggravated what?
UUW.
Aggravated unlawful use of a weapon.
We don't need an acronym. Tell us the charge.
Aggravated unlawful use of a weapon.
He just said it to you.
So now, the particulars in that, what does it say?
Read it.
Let's see. Hold on. Wait.
He told that nigga.
Now you can't read. You got glasses.
Why do I have to read it if I live through it, bro? That don't even make sense.
Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to. All right. Where exactly am I supposed to be reading that?
Yeah, that was a gut punch. Read it, nigga.
Like, come on, man. Y'all been hilarious tonight. I can't hold you.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Now you can't read.
I'll be mad as fuck if I told somebody.
No. Kenny, what are you supposed to be reading?
Well, damn, I can't even put it in the other chat.
That man got that Nigerian translator over there.
Getting started. Hold on, wait. Let me click on.
Go ahead and read what I read
quicker.
Bro.
So let me see. Beginning January 1st, 2001, Illinois law was amended to permit people with qualifying arrest, felonies, misdemeanors, supervisions, and misdemeanor convictions to ask the court to either expunge or seal the records related to their cases. The law is designed to let people clear their records with or without an attorney. On this page is the associated links. The clerk of the City Court of Cook County provides helpful information to assist customers in clearing the records. That was so hard for you to read.
Oh no, that's what. No. Kenny, that's what I was trying to explain to you. Wait, Kenny, that's what I was trying to explain to you. The thing that he could get expunged wasn't available to be expunged until 2018 because it was deemed unconstitutional in 2018.
Okay, so that means he didn't have a lawyer then.
Well, no, what that means is that what that means is that what you just put didn't apply it to him.
It was a felony.
Yes, but it was
he could afford it back then.
They tougher than the prosecutor you had to deal with, ain't it?
God damn.
God damn.
Unless you're saying, why did he just fight to get it expunged without needing
you're not even eligible for expungement until 7 years after completion of your sentence.
Okay, so now we got to know how long his sentence was and when did he get out?
Viz, now you have
the caveat of the time.
Kenny ain't about to lay it up on that shit.
So, wait, you got out of 07, right?
If you would have had Kenny as your attorney, you can't do that.
You got out of 07, right?
I just put the article in the private chat, man. Go ahead and read it, bro.
Did you? Let's see. The Supreme Court decision was issued in September 2000.
Nothing can.
It says the Supreme Court.
Sweetie, you could present that on your screen, right?
2013. The High Court decided the appeal of People versus Aguilar.
So that proves what I just said was that while he's allowed to expunge his record because they ruled that felons can expunge their records without an attorney. His particular case, he wasn't even able to even expunge it until 2013. Simply on the strength that it was deemed unconstitutional in 2013 to make it, I guess, essentially easier for him to be able to expunge it.
So
technically could he have it expunged or fight to have it expunged? Yes, but knowing Illinois, the likelihood of having something expunged, knowing Illinois that you actually committed the crime and it's still lawful is slim to none. Like, it's not very easy to get your records expunged.
It's not.
No, there's a reason why Viz had to wait until it was unconstitutional. That shit's hard. It's hard to get your record expunged. If you committed the crime and you served the time, and
so is it safe to say, regardless of the degree of difficulty, Viz saw all the obstacles, and he was still able to push through. And what he's trying to say is,
no, that is not the same thing because his was deemed unconstitutional.
This was after I found success, though, bro. That's my point. Statistically, I was supposed to fail on every level. Statistically, I should have been a reoffender. But due to the fact that I sought to become a better version of me and not allow for this F to hinder me and hold me back, on top of, I will never ever forget it. I'm in the probation office and they look at, and the probation officer tell me, if we see you again, you're doing 15 years minimum.
How many years was you on probation?
2 years.
Was that the only charge? I mean, was that your only?
I was a first time offender.
Damn, you was a first offender?
This was my first real actual case. Other than that, little, one for us fighting, they'll hold us for a minute, let us go, whatever. The shit won't be on the record. This was my first real.
So you was a first offender.
I was a first offender.
My first time under probation.
And all you did was carry a gun?
So they gave me 2 years probation. I did a little time before I bonded out. Once I copped out, they put me on probation, went to the probation officer office, and the lady looked me in my face while I'm signing it. She said, now, if we see you again, you're doing a minimum of 15 years.
How old was you?
Why you didn't take the plea?
I did take a plea.
No, I'm saying, why did you take a plea? Why you ain't fight it?
Because his ass was gonna serve 15 years.
Because of this.
He was gonna serve.
The nigga knew he was wrong.
No, because of the system. He know the stats.
His ass was gonna serve 15 if his ass didn't take that plea.
Yeah.
No, if he would have had lawyer money, I think it probably would have worked out.
No, they wouldn't.
I had a lawyer.
That lawyer was gonna tell him a cop a plea. His lawyer would have sat there and told him, "You better take that 2 years of probation, because if you try to fight this shit, you serving 15."
You had a paid lawyer?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this paid lawyer told him to do that shit.
Mine did too. That's why I'm saying it's a system.
That nigga know damn well if he would have tried to fight that shit, his ass would be in jail till 20.
But there is no fighting it. The when I got flagged, I had it on my body. It was on my person.
You was caught.
I'm caught. What am I fighting? You got me. That's part of the game. If you playing the game, you get caught. Oh, all right, bet. So maybe I gotta lay in it.
But their cases.
Were you a model citizen at this time, or was you a street ninja?
I was in it.
Oh yeah, he was gonna go down at one point.
But
I'm saying though,